Wow. Okay. Pop out chat. Today is 1.08. I decided to work on my guy OneToStormspire. Let's see. HQ default 3.jpg. Okay. And then pause. YouTube. Pause. Pop out chat. And then that website, and that website always up. 1.08. But these guys should be empty, so I can delete them. Yes. Rubies. Explodery. And Ruby. Okay. So I think I was doing Nightmare.
Not here.
Ah, there we go.
A coward's hiding place.
Pendleskin runs. For experience, we'll see. I might try to just reach level 61 here and see how long that takes from now. It's currently 11:10. Hello, Vexor.
A coward's hiding place.
Yeah. That's interesting. Why can't I hit them? It's a weird bug. Apparently I run pretty quick. So that's neat. Anyway. So I'll finish leveling up just this once, and then I'll keep questing. I don't really know what I was doing with this guy last time. It's been a very long time.
A coward's hiding place.
Stormspire was the unique Archon staff. The most rare, unique ever. It's very plausible to think that it did not drop on Realm at all because of how rare it was. Unless someone can show documentation of having dropped it.
A coward's hiding place.
It was in treasure class 90, so only certain monsters were even... Did I just leave something interesting behind? I wasn't paying attention. Do-do-do. Alright, what is it that I see? Oh, tusk sword. Okay, nothing interesting. It is with infinite magic find and farming only monsters that can drop it. So if they drop an Archon staff, it will be unique. Under those conditions, it is more rare than Tyrael's might is today. Dinner. Reasonable.
A coward's hiding place.
I think I'll just find out where I was and keep questing. Or maybe I was trying to level up before doing the ancients. It's reasonable. Plausible.
A coward's hiding place. A coward's hiding.
Hmm. Why do I have this?
At your service.
A coward's hiding place.
Hello, Blaine. How are you going to try infinite magic find hopefully I'll be able to get a gear set that lets me go AFK while doing the Souls ritual. If not, then I probably won't ever complete this project. Let's look at this. So then 2.5 or 2-ish hours of rituals with the souls, and then clear treasure class 90 areas, or areas with treasure class 90 monsters, and use find item. But also, with this guy, an item that he'll find that I will use is High Lord's Wrath, and an item that he could find that I might try to use would be Wind Force. If I decide to try like 1.09, anything at all, then I would probably do some sort of multi-shot Amazon there and use Wind Force either for Chaos Sanctuary or Flare Jungle, or both.
A coward's hiding place.
And since the monsters have lower hit points in 1.09, it's possible that I might be able to do relatively fast full clears on players 8. We'll have to see if I decide to try that project out. And then the idea would be that I could find flawless gems to upgrade for perfect to reroll charms. And then, you know, the very low chance of high runes along the way. But mainly it would be gem farming, I think, would be kind of the excuse to try her out. Normal tier gems could be used in 1.10a, and then flawless could be used for charm rerolling. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing with this guy last time, so I figure I'll try to reach level 61 and then just continue questing. That way I'll have, like, if I die, I don't really lose any experience because I just leveled. It's been long enough since I played him that I don't know if he was struggling or not, or if he's just cruising through without problems. So once I level up, I'll go ahead and try out the Ancient, and then see if Frenzied Ice spawns kill me in one hit. If they do, then I'll pretty much just have to skip Worldstone Keep level 2 entirely. And then potentially do bail runs for experience.
A coward's hiding place.
Yeah, this is the guy who he only uses stuff that he finds himself, yeah. So he'll mule stuff off, but never back on. Or that's the goal.
A coward's hiding.
So I don't know if I'll ever finish his actual, stated purpose as a project. Like, will I find Stormspire? Eh. But if I do find it, this will be the guy. Uh, only vaguely water. So like if I can't get gear that lets me go AFK, then I won't. This is kind of more an excuse to just play 1.08 at all, really. And he'll get High Lord's Wrath, and he'll get potentially he'll get Wind Force. I need High Lord's Wrath for sure. Wind Force would be kind of a side project. Alright, let's go ahead and try questing and see how dangerous it is.
Good afternoon.
Can I shift by? It looks like maybe. Yeah. I guess I could do... Find the soldiers. Let's go do that. And get that Tal rune. Am I wearing... No? I wonder what do I have that... Oh yeah, the Vile Husk does amplify damage. I was like, what am I wearing that does amplify damage? But it's the Vile Husk. Thresh socket. Interesting. I was not expecting to see him here. Did they go through the portal? I wasn't looking. Yeah, but the problem with Frenzy in 1.07 or in 1.0 is if you hold right click, you just attack in place. In modern versions, he's at the cave entrance. In old versions, so they moved him. I think it's like Sharptooth Slayer is at the cave entrance here. I think so. And then they traded spots. I think. Rescue 5 more soldiers. Okay. Alright, let's go get those runes and an amulet. And see if I even have a perfect amethyst.
Good morning.
Hello, I would like an amulet, please. Thank you. I do not have a perfect amethyst. Alright, well I guess I should have waited and looked first. Now I can't leave the game until I find at least one flawless amethyst, or I suppose a gem shrine would also work.
Afternoon.
Also, I can't die.
The Guardians of Mount Arya await.
Immune to physical? Is he always immune to physical? Because that would be problematic.
Hello.
No. But he does always hit like a truck, apparently. Yeah, leveled. Nice. Get some more battle orders. Not the flawless gem I'm looking for. Right, I used a potion. The other one, Thrasher, that lasts a long time, like the duration is longer, is the in 1.0 and maybe in like 1.06, I don't know when it changes. Blizzard, the where it says cold duration, that's how long the spell continues casting. So like if it says duration 40 seconds, then when you cast your Blizzard, it drops shards for 40 seconds.
The ancient afternoon.
Small charm of pestilence. Sure, why not? Nah, it's fine. Item find doesn't work. In 1.07 it does work. It doesn't work the way that you want in Classic, but it does as soon as 1.07 hits, then it works the way that you think it's supposed to. I think I don't really need this. So I'll toss it. Get some of that space back. And then I don't know about happening, but this is one of the guys that will sometimes get played on occasion. For sure, I need him to find High Lord's Wrath. And then if I continue playing, you know, for the next like year, as much as I have been for the last 2 months, then Stormspire will probably be one of the things that I work on regularly. If I slow down again, which means life gets in the way, which is very likely. Whoa, no touching. Alright, no touching. Then Stormspire would not really be one of my goals. But I need High Lord's Wrath for sure, and this is the guy who would get it. So. Because the High Lord's Wrath I need for my Duriel Runner in 1.10a. That's one of the last pieces of gear that I'll need for him before I can start doing runs. And it might actually be the last piece that I need. Oh, no, I need his mercenary items. Hello? If y'all could blow up without touching me, that would be great. When I get a wind force, you know, if I end up playing him a lot and get a wind force, then it's reasonable that I might try and see if I can do something in 1.09 that vaguely can be used as an excuse to play 1.09 while also working towards long-term goals. Oh, that was not what I meant to press. Which would just be like, oh, I'll farm flawless gems here to roll charms with instead of doing it in some other version. High Lord's Wrath in 1.07 and 1.08 are different. One 1.08 gives Run Walk and Deadly Strike, I think, and then 1.07 gives Run Walk and Attack Speed, something like that. Or maybe it's just Run Walk and neither Attack Speed nor Deadly Strike. But I know they are different, and that, oops, the one in 1.08 is the one that I need. Hello? I think it's that 1.07 does Run Walk with no Deadly Strike, and 1.08 does Run Walk and Deadly Strike. And then Modern does Attack Speed and Deadly Strike.
Evening.
Okay, let me see if I can find a flawless amethyst before I die somewhere. Or a gem shrine, that would work too. But I have High Lord's Wrath in 1.07 already, and it is not the one that I need. I foolishly got my Talrune quest reward before checking if I had a perfect amethyst. So now I need a perfect amethyst to roll my caster amulet. Hopefully being in the game too long doesn't reset the item level to 1. Hopefully switching between acts. I don't know if that does or not. It might. Sounds like the kind of thing that could reset the item level. Yeah. Yeah, High Lord's Wrath and Wind Force are both expected long before Stormspire. And farming, specifically going for Stormspire, would just be kind of something to do while I also do Players 1 council runs in 1.08. So I would have the guy AFK in a self-LAN game, farming rituals, while my other guy is doing high council runs. Or like charms and stuff. Consumables. Crafting caster amulets. Yeah, I need specifically the 1.08 High Lord's Wrath. For the Run Walk and Deadly Strike versus Duriel. Now, I have done no play testing on it, so I have no idea what's actually like the best options for Duriel farming, but I figure a decent mix of damaged stuff and magic find stuff is probably the best way to go. While also using interesting items where possible. Yeah, the magic only affixes on crafted weapons is only in 1.07. Also, the bugged life leech is only 1.07. See if I die. Okay, not immediately. That's a good start. Emerald. Okay. I might give up on this Talrune. That was weird.
Greetings.
Afternoon.
Small charm of inertia, 5% faster run walk. No prefix. Hmm. Any gem shrines? Or flawless amethysts? I think I'll probably just give up on this Talrune. Go ahead and keep questing, and if I find another flawless amethyst, great. Otherwise, oops, I should have waited on that quest. Ruby. More battle orders. Emerald. And the other, I guess, advantage-ish thing of doing at least a few attempts of Stormspire hunting is just kind of forcing a bunch of the interesting 1.08 uniques to drop, just so I can have them. I would say so, Blaine, yeah. And then, amplify damage, amulet, and Bolcathos set is a good starter thing. The Bolcathos set has, demon enhanced damage. So it'll get you going versus the High Council. You can put 1 point Berserk if you don't want to rely on amplify damage for the physical immunes. And then once you find Arcane's Valor, your life pool will be enormous. Apparently, because once I put mine on, my maximum hit points doubled. So it no longer matters that I put too many points in strength and dexterity. I have like 4,500 health now. Before I had like 2,100 after battle orders. I have more hit points before battle orders than I used to have after. But also it does depend where are you going to farm. So that would be a good High Council running build. It would be a bad cows build. Hello? Sometimes I just like miss 1,000 times in a row and I don't really know why. Maybe I'm targeting someone out of range. Hmm. Level 63, okay. Yeah, then I would say it's kind of tough for me to say if cows is worse than High Council because I don't do cows, so I have, I don't know. Um, maybe cows drop more Ort runes than the Council does. In which case, you probably want a Javazon or something. Hello, Coastal TPX. Thank you for the daily stream, boo. Excuse me. Invite. Amazing. Hello, Rudolbert. Goodbye, Rudolbert. Imagine if you had said it and then, like, I misclicked on you and then banned you. It'll happen one day. Ooh, a charm. Rejuvenation, rejuvenation. Let's go ahead and grab this. Also, it may be Blaine. You'll have to look this up. I haven't tried it. Supposedly, there's a bug where you can receive Qualkek's quest reward infinitely many times by creating. I think it's like you create the game with someone who has completed the quest, and then you go rescue the barbarians with someone who has not completed the quest, and then you turn it in, and he'll give you the runes but not complete your quest, and so you can do that over and over again. I haven't tried it, but that would be a way to farm Ort runes potentially. And much, much, much more efficiently than any other way. I don't know what the item level of those runes is, so you might have to be a really high level to get item level 99 crafting out of it, or it might not even be possible. But you would get lots of tries. Yeah, I think this Tal rune is just going to have to end up being wasted. Unlucky. I believe in this version, Bale does have the extremely dangerous Corkscrew of Death. So it's possible that he might one-shot me here. Alright, yeah, I'll give up on that Talrune. Oh well.
The prime evils are no more.
Unless... Hmm. Yeah, it's fine. I'll just throw it away. Then I don't have to worry about it at all. -1 caster amulet. Where are you? Get out of here. Material. Show me the way. Thank you. Champion OneToStormspire. Okay. Okay, my resistances are bad. Oh, hey, I got some fire resist. Hmm. I don't need, whoops, flawed gems. Perfect gem. Okay, what else was I gonna look for? Topaz, topaz, topaz. Okay. What else? Emerald. Skull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's go see if I immediately die.
Beware foul demons and beasts.
It's my lightning. 15. I wasn't paying attention to how much experience I got, whether bail runs would be worth it. What's my offhand? Because I should be using swords. Which spreadsheet is this? What a... I don't know, I feel like I should know what you're talking about, but that feels like a really random first comment of the day.
There are many foes here.
Hold on, let me get my spreadsheet. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I think I'd probably only really try to do it if I start dying here. But if Act 1 of Hell seems reasonably safe, then I'll probably just try to keep progressing. At least for now. But if I can get to Andariel safely, then I might see, like, try some Andariel runs and see what happens. I don't really have much experience with 1.08 to know what's reasonable. Where should I play and that kind of thing. Other than the end goal of TC90. Superior breastplate. Is it 3-socket? No. Alright.
The rogues are safe. For the
Oh, a skill point. That's right. More battle orders, please. And the other thing, I guess, with trying to do Andariel runs is I don't even know what she can drop here. I do know Magic Find doesn't really matter until you have absurd amounts of it. And it looks like the unique mobs do drop rejuvenation potions automatically. Seems like. So that will make keeping my belt full easier. Ballista. Uber Bariza Ponage. Alright, this looks like it's probably Stonyfield. Yeah. I don't know. I think I probably don't leech skeletons here. Yeah, I think so. Sounds like the kind of thing they would have fixed by now.
I shall meet death head on.
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. You all heard that head on commercial. Well, now there's active on. Apply directly where it hurts.
Join my army.
Civvy. I know head on from the head on commercial. Also, the head on 10 hours video.
Good
High quality stuff.
Raven.
Flawless topaz. There's no real reason for me to be down here, but that's fine. Ooh, that was spooky. Oh, I'm stuck.
It is. Hello. Hello.
The flawless sapphire. Topaz. Emeralds. Okay. I think probably for experience, I would be better doing Nightmare Bell runs than just running around here, but um, I might see how Tristram is, and it also just might be too dangerous for me, in which case I would go back to Nightmare probably. Until I get better resists. I guess I should probably... I could put some more points in natural resist. No, it doesn't do much. Okay. Yeah, 63. Hello, Vexor. Welcome back. You missed the daily ban of the stream boo bot. But we still might get the Discord one. The one that's like, hey, add me on Discord. We can game together. Nah, I haven't got that yet. Hot singles in your area want to play video games. Unlikely. Super chest. I don't think there's anything good in that super chest. Alright, are you cold enchanted? Hello? No. Alright, then it's probably okay. Oh, that looks spooky. Alright, I guess it's okay. But why would you want to play video games long distance? When you could play face to face.
I can't use this yet.
Why not? Do I die? No. I wonder if I can keep using my weapon with Frenzy after it breaks. You don't want to stare at a screen next to someone else staring at a screen? Well, more hot singles for the rest of us, I guess. Alright, Frenzy appears to still work with a broken weapon. As long as I don't name lock an enemy, I should be fine. Or run out of mana. Oh, hey. Alright, I just name locked an enemy. That was a mistake. Duh.
Good to see.
Conviction seems spooky. 9 to 17 fire damage. Damage reduced by 16. Yes, please. I'll hold on to this just in case. Yeah, Frenzy. I think any skill that takes 2 hands to use, you can use a broken weapon as long as you don't name lock the enemy or try to use it with 0 mana.
Good day.
Hello, Toby. Welcome to today's episode of OneToStormspire. Oh, hey, he's not conviction anymore. Oh, hey, he hits like a truck. Good thing I had that damage reduced by 16.
This tree is one of a kind.
No, this isn't hardcore. I don't play hardcore. If this was hardcore, one, I would have probably died long ago. I might already have died long ago, I don't remember. And then two, I would be a lot more careful and like... Well, actually I wouldn't be, and that's why I don't play hardcore. I would just die and be like, dang, that sucks. Ral is no good here. Also, I don't have perfect amethyst anyway. The crafting rune for the caster amulet is Tal. With a T. So the Ral rune is uninteresting. Well, it gives resists, I guess. You know. So I could use it for that. Alright. Let's go find a Darkwood waypoint. I didn't even look. I know they changed some of the runes, yeah. But since I'm using Frenzy, I don't really plan on using a shield. And I'm using Frenzy instead of Whirlwind, not because it's better, but because it's easier to play. I can just hold right click and run into monsters.
Ah,
0 thoughts needed. What do I have? Suicide Branch and Plague Star. Okay.
The land here is dead
That looks spooky. Oh. Does he kill me in one hit? No. Okay. What did I win? Damage, life. Let's put on some oh, I need strength. I need dex. Okay. I'll try that and get my resists a little better.
What can
I have the Vile Husk, which does amplify damage. And I have Alder's Rhythm, which has good leech. But it's not a sword, and I'm using Sword Mastery. And I'm not some madman putting 2 masteries. Is it still multiplicative in 1.08? Or was that a 1.07 only thing? But the main concern, I think, would be the attack rating rather than the damage. Although, you know, thinking back to is this hardcore, there is still the availability of getting what would be likely the world's first hardcore Stormspire Archon staff. Zombie head. No, thank you. But world's first Archon staff is for sure not available. Or Stormspire, rather. not what I meant to press. Hmm. Yeah, the experience isn't terrible. Yeah, but not much.
Good to see
I'm not going to worry about that until I've already maxed out battle orders and sword mastery and frenzy. And then I'll figure out how many points do I want in natural resist, probably 5 and 5, which it looks like I already have. And then I'll max find item, and then I'll come back and put more in increased speed. That's probably how that's going to go, depending on what level I get to.
greetings.
3 lifesteal, 5 minimum damage, 30 lightning resist. All right, well, thank you. So I have find item, but no interest in using it at this point.
When I
Yeah, especially since lightning enchanted, cold enchanted is a thing here. Also multi-shot lightning enchanted, both of which are extremely dangerous. Warp wing. I have to work tonight, so I'll be going into work in about 9 hours, and then working overnight, which I don't like, but it is what it is. The overnight guy quit, and so I'm filling one of his shifts, hopefully only one, but we'll see. Was that the smith? Maybe. Yeah, it's 12:30. Lightning enchanted and cold enchanted, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think what happens is the cold enchanted ring also does the lightning damage, and then the lightning little bolts also do the cold damage. So, like, you get double the damage from them. Or it might be. I don't know, there's something weird, like how they interact. I'm not really sure. And then if you add multi-shot on top of it, it gets even worse. But I think what it is the lightning enchanted, cold enchanted sends out invisible cold enchanted novas every time he gets hit instead of only when he dies. I think that's the thing. But like I said, I just know it's bad. Like you don't want to see them together. I'm not exactly sure how it works. But that's why my 1.07 guy, his lightning and cold resist are stacked so high. Is because the council members will frequently have them together. Is there a door here? And then, you know, against the council specifically in 1.07 where I play a lot, are these guys gonna obliterate me? No, but I do need to cast amplified damage at some point. Okay, it looks like I cast amplified damage, but I don't see them. So we're gonna run away. So when the High Council has conviction, because of their high monster level, they do minus 140 to your resists. This is not ideal. And so to be strong against the Lightning Enchanted, Cold Enchanted Conviction Council, you need lots of resistances. Yeah, I think the invisible ones comes from... I guess I do know that if it's like Lightning Enchanted and Cold Enchanted and Multi-Shot, and I don't know what combination of that you need, but if you have that combination, then... what's it called? They can hit you with like 8 bolts at once instead of just 1. And those bolts have a chance to do critical strike damage. Something like that. It's probably in the news, info, and gossip thread of 1.07, or if not, then in the Time Traveler's Guide, one of them. Not sure which one. Likely a post by Art Vandalay. Okay, we don't fight ghosts. Because their physical immune appears to last through amplified damage. Alright. Enjoy your breakfast. I had peanuts. A very well-rounded breakfast. That's fine. I don't push people to click the sub button. If you like it, you'll be back whether you've subscribed or not. That's what I do anyway. I don't subscribe to many channels because, I don't know, I just don't like getting all the notifications and like here's the 14 new videos that have gone live since you logged in last time 5 minutes ago. So. Alright, goodbye, Thrasher. You're gonna miss out on all of my cool drops now.
Good day.
Yeah, engagement does improve, you know, the algorithm.
Greetings.
Uh, so like doing this, whoa. I don't know if it counts when I do it to myself. Nope, no ghosts. I'm not fighting any of these ghosts.
So cold and damp under the earth.
Unless I just really have to. Lots of hard drive space, I guess. But yeah, they don't seem to really promote streaming too much. But I do get, you know, new viewers here that I don't see from time to time. Like people who aren't subscribed and they just get recommended the channel. If there's an upload limit, I've never heard of it. Okay, someone in here is hitting really hard. That guy. All of my AI items actually interesting. That's right. Is this AI Wirt's leg best in slot? I still need to make that video. And every video that I've thought of that I haven't made. Hello? Yeah, I saw that and I clicked in for like 3 seconds and then left. Okay, these guys probably hurt. if I had to guess. Pulse Drinker. And I guess that's a reasonable name for a spider. You lazy. That's an interesting translation. Yeah, one of my viewers, Blaine, up here, asked one of his AIs, hey, what would be the ideal Martel de Fer in 1.06? And then the AI described exactly one that I had dropped in-game live on stream. So that was, I guess, the only data that it had was watching me. Which is kind of weird to think about the AI is actually watching my videos and learning from them. Or maybe it's in one of the Discord servers I'm in and it saw the screenshot. Okay, I'm in Catacombs level 2, so I need the waypoint. Oh, the transcripts. Okay, that makes sense. I hadn't thought about that. Yeah. I guess that would be how it found my weapon. But yeah, just like exactly every affix with the exception of the enhanced damage. It did not know the value of the enhanced damage, so it just made something up. And he gets to live. When am I going to Act 6? I don't plan to play D2R, so probably never. Damage reduced by 22, so I get 6 more damage reduction and 7 less all resists. I think that's probably worth it.
Yes?
Click repair. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought to do that. Nah, there's still 63. Yeah, we'll see. I think the level penalty or the experience penalty is not nearly as severe as what we're used to nowadays, but I don't know. As long as the near-death experiences stay at a tolerable level and do not become death experiences, I'll probably just keep trying to make progress. But these are afflicted, not tainted. Easy. %. Nice. My second Ith rune today. I thought she would already be coming. I guess they changed her aggro radius significantly. Easy. Okay, that doesn't look like it's worth doing over again. So I'll just keep going. Oh yeah, cool. Hello, Warriv.
Now that great
8-level difference, 36% experience.
Good day.
You?
I'm blessings to you.
Where's the earliest level 94 guy? I think that's the level I need for Bale Grand Charms. I appear to be trapped. Yeah, in this version it's definitely different. You can get Bale Grand Charms from generic monsters in some zones, I think. I don't know about generic monsters, but like I know in 1.07, for example, you can get Bale Grand Charms from the unique council members, but not Bale Small Charms. Even the council members. Did they nerf the counselors? Don't edit it down, just play it at 6x speed. Make it 30 minutes. Boom, done. Easy. Oh, I'm gonna have to fight those itchies in the maggot lair. And they're physical immune. It's not gonna be good. Only read every 6th word in your script. Easy. That's the high quality content that I would watch. I had a stroke while editing my Diablo 2 script and this happened. You won't believe what happened 5 minutes in. I wonder, I'll have to go look up, like, how much magic find do I need to force unique monsters to drop uniques in hell? So that I can, like, if I can get to Act 3, then I could, like, potentially do some rituals and then start gearing up with mid-level uniques. Like Vamp Gaze and stuff. Either that or I'll just end up racking it, I guess. Which is not very compelling. Or just doing like 1,000 Mephisto runs. I could probably do that. I might actually just do something like that. Oh, I leveled. I can get a point in battle orders. Yes. And with decent gear, he goes down pretty fast. Since it's players 1 and there's no life buff until 1.10 that I know of. No, you don't even need Crushing Blow. Not really. Like, it'll obviously, I guess Crushing Blow is better than not Crushing Blow, but you don't really need it. And I think he's level 90, but I'm not sure on that. That's one of those things that, like, I feel like this is true, but I might be making it up. Alright, I'll look at it later. I keep Discord closed while I'm streaming, so... Yeah, there's a lot of level 90 monsters. Like, half of Act 5. Okay, that's not too bad. I just can't leech them. It's too bad the maggot babies don't drop items. Are the unique ones also level 90? Because in 1.07, the minions are 90, and then the unique ones are 94. Really? Okay. Hmm. I guess I'll know when I get there. Because I can just open up an item in Atma and see what the item level is. But I don't know that I'll get there today. We'll see how far I go.
Stay a while and listen.
Yeah. Then what's in here? Emeralds. Oh, I have. There we go. Okay, topaz. Do I need this? Probably not. And I don't think I need these. What do they do together? Nothing. Okay. Goblin toe. There's no run walk. I like run walk more than anything. More than life itself. Although I guess that's trivially debunked because I maxed battle orders before increased speed. Minion locust. Okay, let's go in the hallway. And then see how risky this is. Okay, yeah, he gets to live. Hmm. Diablo level 90 here would be interesting. I would have guessed that he's 94. Because I thought he was 94 in, like, Classic, and it seems weird to make it lower, but who knows. I might have thought wrong, or maybe they just made him lower. Mhm. I guess I don't really need to look here because it can't get 4 sockets. Just have it. Gorgon crossbow. Hmm. I like these colors, the purple and the teal. Do these guys have might? Ew. Can I go this way? feel like that's probably the way I have to go. Not ideal. Alright, Might has turned into Holy Fire at least, so that's better. The Infinite Swarm.
How may I help you?
I don't know if it's just graphical, or if it's missing, or if amplified damage does not affect physical immune. The Lost City. Waypoint.
Good evening.
It is an honor to serve you.
Hello? Back up and try again.
the sun has never shone here.
Fangskin's little brother. Okay. Not looking forward to the ghosts in the Arcane Sanctuary. We'll see. Maybe I can just run in here.
I have faith.
Blessings to you.
It is good to know that the sun shines once again.
I've heard that I've been.
You may enter the palace. Oh. Didn't even realize there was a second unique guy there. Oh, I'm not farming sewers. I'm going to get my skill reward so I can get one more point in battle orders.
It is an honor to serve you.
Wait, what? Does Rodamant gain abilities in Modern as well? I guess I just never kill him. Crazy. Alright, more battle orders.
I've just about had my fill of the Walking Dead.
Good day.
Hello, Rhoda. I guess I don't really need this. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't kill him in Modern, or I haven't played Modern in long enough that I don't know. But I certainly was not expecting him to have bonus abilities. Not with an Amazon, no. Maybe, like, maybe Charge Strike, but I doubt the damage is actually good on it. Like, good enough to matter back then. Crushing Blow, I'm pretty sure does not work against bosses. which leaves you with just shooting him 500 times. Because the Amazon in 1.0 is extremely weak. Yo, that's spooky. One at a time, please. You know what? I don't need to kill them. Maybe in the doorway if they come one at a time. Alright. Let's see.
One could get lost in here.
Bow only. Yeah, I don't know.
It is an honor to
Because
serve
with
you.
the barbarian, I do visual runs to get high level, but I don't know that that's really going to be viable for your Amazon, since Pierce does not pierce, I think, or guided arrows do not pierce, I believe, in that version. Yeah, you have to hold on to the uniques that the Cow King drops so that he drops rares instead. Otherwise, you just get the same uniques over and over, and they're not worth using, generally. And sometimes, I forget that, like, people are doing other things while watching me, like farming COA. Because when I watch streamers, I am generally not multitasking. I'm just watching. So I forget that other people, like, I'm weird, and other people use this as background noise. No, don't aggro the ghosts. Ay, ay, ay. At least it's not a unique pack. Yeah, they get physical immune, and it looks like amplified damage doesn't work on them. Because whenever I cast it, there's no curse above their head, and they're still physical immune. So I'm just doing elemental damage. I don't think I have any crushing blow. I don't know if it would work on them or not. I know it works in 1.07 on physical immunes. I don't know when they fixed that. Yeah, they're hard in some ways and easy in other ways, I would say. Okay.
Good day.
Yeah, my damage output does not appear to increase after amplify damage goes off. Mm. You can get really high life pools in this version. So...
Yes?
How may I help you?
Or at least in 1.07 you can. Once I put on Arcane's Valor, my guy has like 4,400 life or something. And I don't really have many points statted into Vitality. They're all in Strength and Dexterity. Because I wanted to use a Scourge. Nope, I have not heard of that game. I haven't played a lot of games.
Good to see you.
I did a unarmed and then eventually Power Fist playthrough of Fallout 2, and that was pretty strong. I later learned that throwing can be even stronger than unarmed by using flares, which was interesting. Yeah, there's all kinds of immunities here. They all show the same color. So immune to cold shows as brown, immune to fire shows as brown. Or maybe you call it gold. But yeah, there's all kinds of immunities here. Immune to magic. And so on. Alright. 1.07 also has immunities to everything.
Stay a while.
And no limits on how many immunities a monster can have. So immunities were added with Lord of Destruction. Did I get... Isn't that the one straight up? I think so. Immune to cold, immune to fire. Like when I do the High Council runs in 1.07, there's always 100% of the time at least one council member that's immune to physical. So that's why I have to have amplified damage on attack. Yeah, Act 5 and 1.10 got guest monsters, is what they were called. So monsters from previous acts would spawn in Act 5 now, starting in 1.10. So the combinations of immunities became more varied in Act 5 there. Yeah, typical. I used to, when I was younger, we had a family friend um, who, we'd visit regularly. And she would say, if you want to visit me, come anytime you want. If you want to visit my house, give me, a month's ahead notice so that I can clean the place up. Alright, well, we'll see if Duriel kills me in one hit. Easy. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Killing him with the Amazon because the bow damage is too low. Yeah, Duriel was easy. The thing I like to do is stand against the wall so he can only charge you one time. Because he'll only charge you if you're away from him.
This good day.
The Archangel. You.
Alright, I'm gonna stand in Act 3 for a moment and go check my phone, refill my drink, and use the restroom.
Good day. Well,
Hello, Haratli. And then probably I just tried to get to Lower Kuras today. Not maybe doing quests along the way, but not necessarily.
Good day. Greetings.
Okay, lightning immune. That's fine. Lightning. Oh, they're immune to lightning, not physical? That should be fine. Sword and sword will be better than sword and shield. Because for Whirlwind, the offhand sword is a stat stick, and you don't need a good weapon, you need one that gives good bonuses to your main weapon. In particular, for version 1.07, you want amplified damage on attack, and I recommend resists. I think that's a great offhand for 1.07. You know what? I might want the Great Marsh Waypoint. Because I bet these guys do less damage than the ones in Act 4. Which would make it slightly easier for me to, at least in theory, get to where I can be immune to all of their damage. Okay, this is not the waypoint. Then let's get out of here. I don't like that conviction with all the flamethrowers over there. And if you farm enough damage charms, you can use almost literally any weapon. You could use, like, cracked short sword. It wouldn't be good, but you could do it. And still kill stuff.
Back in loot. Good day.
Good day.
No, I'll probably end up getting to Lower Karust today.
We praise you.
Without doing Spider Cavern or Flare Dungeon. And then I'll have to decide, do I want to
What do you need?
do some racks or not? But with the Great Marsh, I can already, in theory, start stacking Magic Find and do like unique monsters only. I just have to see how much Magic Find I actually need for that, because I don't know the answer. But I think I can look it up. There's no version where Constriction Ring drops. It's in the game files, but it won't spawn. Oh, they're doing the thing. Not anymore. So I just got like 100 Magic Find. Maybe. Which, to my understanding, here would be the equivalent of either 0 or 1. Magic Find. Because because the fix for broken magic find in 1.07 was simply to divide your effective magic find by 256. That's how they fixed magic find for 1.08. It's either that or divided it by 128 or some multiple of 2. I leveled up so I can pick more battle orders. I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't.
Mhm. I think sometimes Frenzy is reaching way farther than it's supposed to, which is interesting. I don't know if that's a Frenzy thing or if that's just some other interaction.
Impossible.
That's spooky.
I am overburdened.
It's a pretty narrow range. Yeah. Yeah, I figured I could probably shop them somewhere if I really just want to use breastplate for my Enigma. And I wouldn't keep it on this guy anyway. No, I don't like the way Mage Plate looks on the Druid. I think it's ugly. So I'll probably use either Breastplate or Great Halberd, but probably just Breastplate. So that the strength from Enigma gets used to equip the Monarch. Let's see, so Great Marsh, Lower Kurost, and Travancore will be my waypoints here. And, well, do I want Travancore or do I just want Durance of Hate? I think I might just want Durance of Hate and not do Travancore. I'll have to think about it. I can always get Travancore later, I suppose. Also, I don't know if I can roll the 3 perfect gem recipe in this version and get high item level, or if it goes to item level 1 like it does in 1.07 to reroll charms. So I might just throw a random charm in there, reroll it, and then check if it's level 1. Oh yeah, I forgot that leap attack would break my weapon. Duh.
Greetings.
Not cheating. It's just a bug. Although, I guess you might say that enabling players 8 could be considered cheating. But I'm about to stop anyway. I'll find the waypoint. I might touch one of the racks after I find the waypoint, if there's one nearby, just to see what it drops. And then call it for the day. Good progress. I was in Nightmare Act 5, and now I'm in Hell Lower Kurast. So, gained 5 levels today. So next time I would either decide, or next time I play this guy, I'll either decide, do I want to do racking to get some of the items, or do I want to try to see if I do Hell Mephisto runs, or do I want to try just killing unique mobs with lots of magic find? Okay, there's my waypoint. Looks like I don't really have a nearby rack. Maybe this one. Devil Star. Could be interesting, I suppose, but that's not what it's going to be if I come back. Yes, that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. No stream on tomorrow, Sunday, but I should be streaming on Monday again at a similar European-friendly time because I'm off on Monday. I'm off tomorrow, technically. I get off work at 6 a.m., but I'll be going probably to the store and then to bed. So let me see what's in my inventory. Oh yeah, I was going to roll one charm. So let me go find one charm. I guess it doesn't have to be a charm, but let's see if I find something by touching the super chests. And then I'm going to roll it with the 3 perfect gems and see what the item level comes out. I'm level 65. Okay. I don't actually want to kill these guys. Flawless topaz. Crude or clasped orb, not crude. Crude oil. I don't know what I just picked up. Alright, so I'll just roll this. See what the item level comes out to. And see if it's 1. Throwing axe of craftsmanship. Jagged throwing axe. Well, that's a low item level affix, that's for sure. Alright, and then 1.08. And I'm looking at this. Item level 1. Okay. So I don't need to worry about the 3 perfect gems recipe in this version. Which means I probably don't really need the perfect gems on this guy. Just amethysts and then maybe skulls. Yeah. And I don't have to re-roll charms in 1.08 at all. Alright, so yeah. Good information to have. And like I said, thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Stream probably next time on Monday.